The 2nd Guards Army was a field army of the Soviet Union's Red Army that fought in World War II, notably at Stalingrad. 2nd Guards Army was formed according to the order of the Staff of the Supreme High Command from October 23, 1942 on the basis of the 1st Reserve Army. Formation and training took place in the Tambov, Michurinsk and Morshansk areas. The army initially comprised the 1st Guards Rifle Corps, 24th, 33rd Guards and 98th Rifle Divisions under Guards General-Major I.I. Mission, and the 13th Guards Rifle Corps with the 49th, 3rd Guards and 387th Rifle Divisions. By the time of the Battle of Stalingrad, the 2nd Guards Army had become the most powerful force in the Red Army. The 2nd Guards Army appeared on the scene after the Soviet Operation Uranus had successfully encircled the German 6th Army at Stalingrad in November 1942. In December 1942, as preparations started for Operation Saturn, the 2nd Guards Army was ordered by an impatient Joseph Stalin to get ready for the attack on Rostov. The assault and capture of Rostov was the ultimate goal of the Red Army for Operation Saturn. In December 1942, plans for Operation Saturn had to be altered. The German Operation Wintergewitter, led by Field Marshal Erich von Manstein's Army Group Dawn, made an attack on the Stalingrad front in an effort to relieve the 6th Army in Stalingrad. Thus, Operation Saturn was changed to Operation Little Saturn, which was to be a counter-attack that would be launched as soon as Operation Wintergewitter subsides. The German forces, spearheaded by Army Group Hoth, made rapid initial advances but was stalled at the Myshkova River. Colonel General Hermann Hoth's panzer divisions were at a standstill and were suffering heavy casualties, even before the bulk of the 2nd Guards Army had arrived. By this time, Manstein realized that the operation was doomed. The 2nd Guards Army, under General Rodion Malinovsky, had been transferred to Stalingrad front to halt the offensive. Stalin had agreed to this decision after Operation Wintergewitter had petered out. Soviet forces in the southwest front led by the 1st Guards Army successfully launched Operation Little Saturn against the Italian 8th Army. After that, the 2nd Guards Army and the 51st Army launched another counter-offensive, this time against Army Group Hoth, right before Christmas 1942. Not only had Operation Wintergewitter been halted, the Red Army had made substantial gains against Army Group Hoth, Army Group Don, and also Army Group A in the Caucasus that month. Until late 1943, the 2nd Guards Mechanized Corps was operating as part of the army. The 2nd Guards Army made a very significant contribution to the Soviet halt of Operation Wintergewitter and the successful counter-attacks that followed. In February 1944, the army relocated to the area of the Polyakov Isthmus. The Crimean offensive was launched across the Polyakov Isthmus on 8 April 1944 by elements of the 2nd Guards Army and 51st Army, under the 4th Ukrainian Front, in cooperation with other troops of the 4th Ukrainian Front and the Black Sea Fleet. Sevastopol was liberated on May 9. In May and June, the 2nd Guards Army was relocated to the area of the city's Dorigo-Bushelnya. On May 20 was in Reserve Supreme Command. On July 8 was a part of the 1st Baltic Front. By that time, it consisted of the 11th and the 13th and 54th Guards Rifle Corps. In this structure, on 5 to 20 July 1944 took part in the Vilnius Offensive operation at the end of July. In Sialrai offensive reflect enemy counterattacks west and northwest of Sialrai. In October, participated in Memel offensive. On December 20 it was reassigned to the 3rd Belarusian Front. On 1 December 1944 the army, part of 1st Baltic Front, consisted of 11th Guards Rifle Corps, 13th Guards Rifle Corps, 1st Rifle Corps, artillery, tank forces, and other formations and units. In January to April 1945, during the East Prussian offensive, the army broke through long-term strategic defenses, eliminated in conjunction with other troops surrounded the front of its group. After the war ended, 2nd Guards Army, numbering 6 rifle divisions in 2 corps, was withdrawn to the Moscow military district where it was eventually disbanded in September 1945.